We came to the UK because we saw an opportunity. We saw young companies get to a certain stage of growth and then falter. But of course, the way you help them there is not just with money, but with the experience to help them see a little bit ahead, see around corners, make better decisions, introduce them to new skills. That's what helps them become successful. That's what we thought was the opportunity here. We think the UK is fantastically interesting to start this business. There's been a lot of money made available to help innovators, and you can see it everywhere through London and through some of the big regional cities. And we think there's going to be a very exciting, prosperous, young industry of companies that will emerge in the next 10 years. Now, unfortunately, growing a business is more than just capital. You get to a point where actually it's becoming about being a business. So here's the challenge. How do you transition to be a commercial success from having been a startup success? Is the specific area that we have done so many times before. You need help, and you need advice, and you need someone who can just provide that little bit more knowledge because maybe they've been there 2 or 3 times before and they've still got the welts from the lessons they learned. These things are going to be the difference between the company succeeding quickly or the company perhaps stumbling.
So I'm very excited by what SidebySide are trying to do here in the UK because it's a very focused portfolio, only 8 companies. The high level of kind of mentoring 2 days a month with their portfolio businesses is very strong. But I think the most impressive thing is the experience of John Bailey and some of the mentors. You know, he's done it in Australia, he's done it in North America, and he's doing it here. And he's got a lot of grey hairs, he's got a lot of battle scars from running businesses. And I think that makes them a very, very interesting proposition to the UK market.
SidebySide's the outgrowth of 35 years and probably nearly 35 companies where we've invested, sometimes really spectacularly. And we've really found, I think, a niche to help companies become commercially successful because we've done it before and we know that there are things we can do that will help them in that goal.
I like the fact that he focuses on the ability to really scale up. A lot of entrepreneurs are happy to go from $5 to $10 million turnover. You know, John's really interested in how do you go from 5 to 100 million, and that's one of the kind of key skills that people don't really understand.
Our supporters, our mentors, our coaches are people who in their own right are terribly successful, usually have all done this many times before. These are people that the companies can't normally afford, but we bring them in at a time and with a focus that is appropriate to where the company is at that stage of its life.
I have over 20 years experience in growing and exiting tech companies, especially software, and also have more than 10 years experience in investing in tech. I think what's special about SidebySide is their tremendous track records and their mindset in terms of implementing strategies that will help these companies specifically to cross the chasm and to reach the next level.
We really fervently believe that there are companies that we can help become much more powerful, much more successful, and be a part of everyday life of the consumer or their customer group. We think there are a lot of companies like that, and we believe that we've got the experience and the skills to help them.